latest addition to What's in the Skillet. We're going to be whipping up some greasy funk today. But first, hit that subscribe button, okay? I'd like to welcome you to my channel. This week, I promised you I'd be putting Maserati song Stroke into the Skillet, as requested by so many of you. Also, I'll be breaking down part 2 of last week's video, rumble bass versus slap bass. Enough said, let's get it popping. For those of you who don't know who Mazarati is, they were an 80s group that I founded and produced back in the mid-80s to, early 80s, close to the end of the 80s, yeah, almost a decade. But anyway, let's just take a listen. Maserati Stroke, just a little piece of it. I also forgot to tell you, we're also going to break down last week's tutorial, part 2. Let me see, rumble bass versus slap bass. I was doing some licks in there. As I promised, I'm going to break those down for you too. So let's get started with Maserati Stroke. Okay, so for starters, we're going to roll in to the G from the F, and then we're going to hit a ghost note. So it's going to sound like this, and I'm going to move very slowly. That's the motion right there. And then we're going to go to a B flat, to a C, back to a B flat, and then to a G. So we're going to go. Ghost note. 1, 2. I'm going to go to that C. So now I'm not hammering down when I go back to that B flat. Okay. See how that goes? Then from the B flat, we're going to hit that G. So. Hear how that goes? Ghost. Ghost. Now, I'm going to add a few more ghost notes to it, and you're going to feel the difference. Here's how I play it. No. So it's a little different. So I'm going to break that down once again. That's that rumble strum. That is another strum with a ghost note. See? Hear how that goes? That's all it is. That's the whole line. So when you speed it up, when the drums are in there, it's funky because you feel those ghost notes pulsing. Also, you'll notice I'm dragging them strings like this. I'm going up and down. Feel that rhythm and fill it in. That's it. And then we're going to go into the bridge. That's all it is. Ghost notes with a rumble. Strum down. That's stroke, simply put. Now, it's not going to come easy. I've taught that bass line to a couple of people, and it takes a while before you start to really pick up on it. So take your time, move really slowly, rewind the video, and until you get it. Just keep rewinding the video and really watch my hands. You'll figure it out. You'll really get it. You'll lock into it because it is a style. It's a different style. It's a very unorthodox style in comparison to how most bass players will approach a bass line. So take your time with it. Now I want to move into some of the stuff we did last week. There's a few slap techniques that I used last week that I want to share with you. Just one of them. I mean, I was hitting a lot of stuff back then, but when I'm jamming, I don't think about the notes I'm playing. I just know what key I'm in, so I do what I do. But I'm gonna try to break this down because it's a technique that I'm using, and it's kind of like a slapback. This kind of thing here. So I'm playing in B flat, and I'm going to a C. But I'm playing it up here because it's easier for me to get the riff. So I'm gonna play it the normal speed, and then I'm gonna slow it down for you. You might remember this from last week's video, part 2. If you don't, go back and check it out, and then come back to here, and I'll break this down and show you how to get those parts piece by piece. So here it is in real time. Now I'm going to break that down to you very slowly. So we're B flat to C. We're just, rolling into that C. So we're going. It's a pluck. Ghost note, then a pluck. Ghost. And then you're going to do a cha-cha. Or 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. See how that goes? No. And then we're going to do another cha-cha. Cha-cha. See how that is? Cha-cha, cha-cha. Now we're going to come back. Notice I'm going back and forth like this. Watch my hands closely. That's where that feel's coming from. Slamming down on that. See? Just take it slow. For all you beginners out there, I know you intermediate players, you already know what I'm doing. But for all you beginner players, take it slow. You'll get this. You'll lock it in. That's it for this week. Please join me next week. I'll have another surprise for you. We're going to get funkier and funkier as the weeks go on. So stay tuned for next week's episode of What's in the Skillet. Thank you.